Hi, welcome back to another one of my videos. Yes, I'm back this week with the weekly updates with me here in Japan, giving you guys the latest whatnot and the latest trends and news going on here in Japan from a loker's perspective. By loker, I mean a Singaporean here in Japan for the past 20 years. Yes, I'm a Singaporean here for the past 20 years, and for all you good folks who have been with me for all these years, thank you so much for your support. I will continue to love to, have your support. And for you new people who happen to find my video, my chance, I hope you enjoy stay. And this series of videos, every week I'll try to give out weekly updates of, what exactly is going on here in Japan for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. So, make sure you click the subscribe button, like and share, do whatever you have to do. So, yeah, going on forward. Hey, before I begin, I this morning was like 4 degrees Celsius, so it's a little bit chilly. Not too bad, not in a we're not like smack in the middle of a very very cold winter. It's just like going into autumn. So yeah, it's a little bit chilly this morning. So I decided to wear, my coat and my favorite hat to work. Unfortunately, I got a very very weird a stare from my family members. One of them told me that you were wearing that hat to work, and I'm like, yeah, why not? My boss doesn't say anything. My boss has seen me in this outfit. He doesn't say no or anything. So yeah, I'm wearing this one, and then, it's like they're kind of like not really supportive of my fashion style, but yeah, I do me. Shit, they do that, man. I don't really care. It's like yeah, I wear this hat to work. Yeah, and I mean it looks good. It's autumn, like yeah. So yeah, that aside. Okay, let's just dive right into the news. So first things first. This news the week. Okay, news this week. Biggest news is Donald Trump, the president of the United States, is here in Japan. He flew in from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, yesterday. I think I'm not wrong. And then a lot of fans gathered around the Haneda International Terminal in Tokyo to catch the very very rare glimpse of the Air Force One. It's not every day you get to see the Air Force One. And then after alighting from the Air Force One, the Donald Trump, President Trump, boarded the Marine One, a helicopter, for the President of the United States, and they flew to like a central Tokyo in one of the army base there, and then where he was transferred to the Beast, the famous, the infamous President car, the Cadillac. I think it's a Cadillac, yeah. And then make his way to the Imperial Palace or something, and met with the emperor, the current emperor of Japan, and I think they're having like a working lunch and talk about a couple of things. So a lot of places in Tokyo were definitely affected. I think the news reported like what is it, 18,000 active policemen were deployed anywhere around. The Imperial Palace was just being blocked out. No one can access. No one, it's just a very very high security. And the reason being for that is yeah, a couple of years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago, the ex-prime minister of Japan, Mr. Shinzo Abe, which is also like a personal good friend of Donald Trump. They played golf. They had really, really good times together. He was assassinated here in Japan, but unfortunately, the Japanese news don't want to use the word assassinate, assassination. And Donald Trump was somebody tried to assassinate him a couple of years ago during his election campaign. So yeah, because with all this going on, the Japanese government decided to beef up the security so that nothing will go wrong. So thank God. Yeah, 2 days down. Not really. Second day's not over yet. It's just ongoing. Nothing's going on, so it's all over the news. With him and all the other the discussions, working lunch, and they talk about a lot of stuff. So that's the first piece of news. The second piece of news that I'm going to continue in this video will be bear attacks as well. Yes, bears. Yeah, more bears attacks are being reported. Apparently, we have the 10th victim this year. That's really unfortunate. So a lot of these bear attacks actually happen in the Akita prefecture, which is just below Hokkaido, and the what is that, the prefecture, the mayor of Akita prefecture decided to ask for help from the Japanese government to send in the Japanese ground self defense forces, which is like the Japanese army, to help cope with this bear problem. So yeah, I think the army will be deployed there to set traps and get the bears out and move them back to where they belong. But I don't think the army people will be authorized to use any lethal firearms to take out the bears, because that's totally a different other story that requires a lot of paperwork and a lot of other policies involved. So yeah. So so yeah, that's the bear problems. I hope not many bears get killed, because it's kind of unfortunate that the bears because they couldn't find any decent food before winter, and then they come down and they try to eat some food, or they unfortunately when they attack like a person or a human, they have to be taken down. So yeah, it's unfortunate. So where I am here in Karizawa, yeah, we have this like special team with the bear dogs. They call it the Kalarian bear dogs. A very specific breed of Finnish dogs that are trained to sniff out bears and chase them back to where they belong. Yeah, we have this here in Karizawa for I think almost like I don't know 20 odd years. It was introduced sometimes I think it's like 2004 or 5. So bears, conflicts with human interactions and all that has been brought down from like 200 over cases a year to like maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3, 4. So there's not a lot of bear attacks and everything here in Japan. I mean this part of Karizawa, because a lot of bears are GPS tagged, because the company, the non-profit organization Pikio that manages all this are actively seeking ways to non-lethal ways to help human and bears coexist together without confrontations on either side. So yeah, that's pretty good. So that's it from my little town. So going on forward, I think over the weekend, Russian bombers, that is capable of carrying nuclear warheads, flew very very close to the territorial lines of Japan, and I think the Japanese scrambled the fighter jets to intercept or something. Those are all over the news. But yeah, with all this conflict and tension going on with Trump visiting Japan, I don't know what all this actions by the other countries and all like provocations. I'm not really sure, but yeah, those are in the Japanese news as well. And going on forward, was it? Yeah. I think going on for I'll talk more about the much better news than the all this not so good news. I mean, Trump visiting Japan is not really bad news, but yeah, let's just move on. In the town of Aichi, what in the town of Aichi? In the Aichi prefecture, which is famous for the Nagoya city, in the middle of Japan, near Osaka and Kyoto, they are actually selling, auctioning off their used manhole covers. Like manhole covers are in Japan like a very very big thing. If you've been to Japan, like yeah, they have like very very beautiful fanciful manhole covers, but manhole covers has to be replaced every couple of 10-20 years or something like that. So all their old manhole covers, they don't want to like melt them down and to throw them away, recycle them. So the Aichi a prefecture decided to like auction all used manholes off. I mean, I don't know. It's like 40 kilograms for this giant like shield, and I don't know who would want to buy them, but I'm sure there are a lot of manhole covers, fans of the manhole covers in Japan or foreign. In outside Japan as well, but you can bid them for as low as 3,000 yen for all designs, but don't think about anything fanciful like Pokemon, Initial D, nothing of that sort. The designs are more based on cultural, historical, significant design. So if you are interested, just go on Google and search like used manhole covers from Aichi Prefecture auction or something. You can probably find it. So yeah, that's interesting news. And then I think Haneda Airport will be installing a new like a Godzilla a structure at the international terminal. There are, I think, 3 terminals in Haneda. The domestic terminal 1, 2, and then the international terminal 3. They'll be installing the Godzilla like a monster, the kaiju. at the international terminal. So I don't have the information when it will be completed. So yeah, you might want to check that out as well. Like I'm not flying out of Japan anytime soon. Maybe next year I might. If I do fly out of Japan, through Haneda or something, I might want to check that out. Yeah, Godzilla, like who doesn't like that? It's like this Japanese kaiju. So yeah, that's the other piece of news. And then on going forward, I think Studio Ghibli just came out with like very 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 cool and very very cute a humidifier. To help regulate moisture in a very very dry and cold autumn and winter. So I think the three designs that are coming out, a very very cute, like this clear plastic bottle, and then on the top you can choose one of three designs. One is what is that, the Totoro holding a vase or something, and then there's like little fumes coming out from it. It's really really beautiful. I thought it was really cute. I might consider picking it up. I'm not sure, just put it on my desk or something, to just keep moisture on my face. I'm not that young, so I need to moisturize my face in winter so it doesn't crack and fall apart. Yeah. So yeah, that is I think the second one is like a calcifer from How It's Moving Castle, the second design, with the like the fire, and he's got a hot, like a frying pan, not really a frying pan. Like he's got this hot steel pan and bacon and eggs on the fire, and he's burning it, and then there's like fumes coming out. And I think the third design will be the, what is that? The I can't remember the name of that Ghibli animation. Is the cat with the girl, like the witch or something, flying around, like doing delivery. I think that might be the third design, because I'm not I like Miyazaki Hayao's animations from Ghibli Studios, but I don't know all their work. I only know some of the famous ones, like Always Moving Castle, My Neighbor Totoro, and a few others, like a Ponyo and whatnot. So yeah, that's you might want to check that out. Just search for like a Ghibli themed humidifier or something. You might be able to find it online. So going on, Japan. It's actually has a research team, and I think they are like researching into sending the yeast that is responsible for the fermentation of beer into space, and see how the yeast reacts, and with the idea of they want to try to brew a beer in space and come back and research on how the yeast behaves and how the beer tastes and whatnot. So yeah, it'll be like if the project is successful, it'll be the first ever beer that is brewed in space. Though that is pretty interesting, something to look forward to, definitely. So yeah, that's one of the more unique and weird news that I randomly found online. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think the last one that I found was Coca-Cola Japan actually came out with this really really interesting not really an ad, but like a what is that, awareness campaign to talk about their recycling bins. Because in Japan, like you can find almost like vending machines like anywhere, like in the middle of the along a street that has nothing else, along a road or something where there's nothing else, there's just a vending machine there, and especially in like Tokyo, big cities, vending machines are everywhere. You can find on every corner. So besides the vending machine, usually there will be like a small recycle bin with like a gray plastic recycle with two holes on top, and you can put your cans or your bottles and not throw other garbage in. So I think a lot of people are actually abusing these recycle garbage bins or something. So I think Coca-Cola Japan actually came out with this very very cool like a awareness campaign, like a ad or like a video. You can check that on YouTube or something. I'll put it on a link below, and you guys can go check that out. It's very very cool. They talk about 4 different types of fate suffered by the the unfortunate recycling bin or something. The first one has like a plastic bottles, plastic cups with straws sticking into the the holes where you put your what is that, garbage in or something, and with the antenna coming out, it looks kind of like a very very sad like a devil or like a misused garbage can. I think there's like a 3 other, like total of 4 different variations. I think the other one I can remember is, instead of putting the cans and the bottles into the recycle bin, people put it around the bins. It's like offering like a worshipping the garbage bin or something like that. I think it's a really, really innovative, a very cool concept to raise awareness of how to use the bins properly. So yeah, you might want to check that out as well. So yeah, basically that's it. For this week, not a lot of news to talk about. Yeah, basically, yeah, that I think that's it. This week, these are all the news that I can find. I think the one that I really really was interested in, yeah, it's the bear. Like I can't believe the prefecture of architects actually are seeking the government, asking government to send in the Japanese ground self-defense forces to come and help cope with the bear situation. I guess a lot of parts of Japan, usually the from the northern part of Japan, like from Hokkaido down to Akita and Aomori, and then maybe Iwate, Tohoku areas are mostly affected by the bears because I guess it gets pretty cold up there first before central Japan, Kansai, and then all the way down south. And yeah, most of the bears resides in this less populated mountainous areas. And Hokkaido is on a different level. Like they don't have like a local Japanese black bears here, like in the middle Honshu area. Hokkaido has like Siberian grizzlies. Those bears like swam over from Russia or something. So those are like a totally different kind. If you do encounter like a Hokkaido grizzlies, try not to provoke it because the chances of you surviving an attack from a grizzly is almost like zero. But for the most part, within Honshu area, if you do encounter like a Japanese domestic black bear, I think they grow to a max about like 1.5 meters or something. If you do encounter them, you're advised to not run or to turn your back towards them because that would be seen as like a weak sign and they'll think you're a prey, they'll attack you. So the idea is if you back out slowly or back off slowly and you try to move away from them or something, you might be able to avoid a direct confrontation with the bear. But in the event that if the bear tries to attack you, you can always crouch down and protect, like roll into a ball and use your hands to cover the back of your neck and use your knees tucked into your body so that the bear cannot attack any vital parts of your body. So if you do that and you're on the ground, if the bear doesn't find you to be a threat, you might be able to survive, But most people who actually are fatally wounded in a bear attack is because they run from the bear. Or if you do encounter a bear at a distance, you try to look big, like raising up your arms or a jacket or something, and make a lot of noise and ruckus to try to give a clear sign to the bear that you're bigger and you're stronger and more powerful to try to scare it away. It would do work sometimes, but it's not 100% guaranteed. And and in Japan, a lot of people actually carry like a bell or something, when they go hiking, is to alert the bear that you're there and try to get them to go away. But I guess this year, because the bears are like they couldn't find enough food, they come down, But maybe the younger bears might not be used to the sound of the bell. They might be attracted to it. You never know. But if you're in Hokkaido, you meet one of those grizzlies, yeah, good luck. So that's a different kind of bear. So that's what usually the experts were like telling people to do. So yeah, just be prepared. Just be aware of your surroundings. Bears are no longer just restricted to the mountain areas. They actually come down to where people are living in residential districts and whatnot, and they attack people in their houses. So in the event that if you're out there and a bear, you see a bear, pray to God, do something, But fighting off will be a very, very bad idea. You might be, you might survive, but you might also provoke the bear to hurt you more. So usually just try to stay still and not provoke the bear anyway. If a direct confrontation attack is inevitable, But Hokkaido grizzlies are on a different level. They can be as big as like 2 meters, 2.5. So when they stand up on their hind legs, when they're up and with their hands, they can be anywhere between like 2.5 3 meters, and those bears are like 200 300 kilograms. They are if you provoke them and they attack, chances of survival are very slim. I did actually went online and do a little bit of research on what are the kind of tools that you can carry in the event that you meet a bear, you encounter a bear, you can defend yourself. Other than like a firearm, which is illegal here in Japan, survivor knife or whatnot, you're not supposed to carry that walking out. But I was in what is that, a camping store the other day, and I was looking at the pickaxe, like the very very sharp, very very strong pickaxe that people use for climbing icy slopes and in the winter and whatnot. Yeah, it's a very very sharp and very dangerous equipment. So I was thinking, yeah, maybe you can use a pickaxe, to defend yourself against a bear. But from my research online, even though a pickaxe is a weapon by itself, you might not be able to get the pickaxe to go through the thick skin of the bear, even if you do it with a full swing or something. So yeah, not the greatest idea. So the best thing is to keep your distance, give yourself some distance, put distance between you and the bear, and try to back up slowly, and not run and do anything, and get into the nearest, safest, like a house or a car or something, to defend yourself. Yeah, but that is pretty much it. So if you're here in Japan for holidays, you're in the big cities like Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, maybe you will not encounter a bear because there's just too many people around. But if you're in the countryside, you're visiting countrysides, maybe even if you're skiing or something, just wanna be, take note of what's going on. Yeah. So yeah, pretty much that's it for this week. I will probably give you guys an update next week soon. And yeah, going on forward, I will be definitely doing my videos in this style because yeah, I don't suppose I have the time to record videos like I used to on the weekends, because all my weekends are burned, like I talked about in my previous videos for my son's ice hockey game. So I don't really have the time to film it. And even on weekdays after work, when I'm back home, I have to take my son to his ice hockey, training session. So when I get home, it's like a 10 or something. I just don't have the time to do my videos. So going on forward, I think I will do my videos in this a particular way where I film it on the iPad, a 16 2025 iPad, and then I record it through the Zoom H1n voice recorder out through this Rode lavalier mic. Oh, sorry, yeah, the mic here. And then I try to combine the sound and the video in post-production when I get home. And hopefully, I don't know, I've not had any comments from any one of you guys or whether I should put the news snippets or whatnot on the screen so you guys can fact check that if I'm telling the truth or something. But yeah, I think without all those snippets and everything, personally for me, it's a lot faster. I can get the videos out a lot faster. So you might have to yeah, take my word for it, and I go online to Google and search the information, yeah. So basically, yep, that's it for this video. I hope I'm not boring you guys out too much. Thank you so much for checking my videos all the way to the end. I will see you guys in next week's update. Take care. Bye.